Too broke to joke, that's the life we chose. From the barrio to the barrel, yeah, everybody knows. We may be broke, but we're laughing through the pain, turning every struggle into podcast and fame. Too broke to joke, that's the life we chose. From the barrio to the barrel, yeah, everybody knows. We may be broke, but we're laughing through the pain, turning every struggle into podcast and fame.
No one's won more presidential elections than I have.
No one knows more about guns than me.
Right? You know,
the guy had an MK-47.
Right? You know who knows more about podcasts than me? Nobody.
No.
I know everything there is about podcasting. Period.
That's crazy. He says that and they believe it.
Yeah.
People believe it.
But it's like everything. I mean, he's even said it. You say something enough times, loud enough, it becomes the truth.
If you say it long enough, hard enough, often enough, people will start to believe it.
He said that. That's his quote. Republicans
Yeah,
dumb?
yeah.
Obviously not. Congress is full of intelligent people.
Right.
There's really a lot of intelligent Republicans that are smart enough to not conflate everything and compartmentalize. Like, everything doesn't have to be black or white. Right? The reality is somewhere in the middle, and I just feel like this
dance?
No.
This
This generation of politicians haven't figured out, because even if in the next 4 years, the next election, a Republican runs, which I believe that part of the Republican Party is going to be a little different. If a Republican ran somewhere close, not in the middle, but closer to the middle, and actually gave a shit about the blue-collar worker, the person that has been working for their entire life and just want to make sure they have Social Security and that their medical bills are taken care of, or veterans are taken care of. I mean, it's Veterans Day today. I mean, let's talk about that. How many veterans do you see on a wheelchair homeless asking for money?
Especially homeless.
That's not
crazy,
cool,
man.
dude.
We're sending money to places and paying for a lot of things in other countries, and we can't even help our homeless here.
But you can't be completely ignorant of the fact that we have to spend money in other places, right? We kind of live on the same planet. We got to make nice.
My point is that it's not just that out there. You take care of your people too.
Right.
If we're saying just veterans alone, I mean, they alone should never, ever, ever be in that position.
Correct. I feel like if you've served and survived,
right?
First of all, it's almost like they look, you survived, congratulations. Like, that's not cool.
Right.
I mean, if you served and gave up years of your life to protect your country, I think that you should have. I don't think you should pay for anything. I think you should be tax exempt.
Correct.
I think that all your medical bills should be taken care of at all times.
Yep.
And you should have a place to live, even if it's an apartment. Even if you constructed a high-rise building only for veterans.
Yes, sir.
They should live there for free.
I think we should run for president. I'll be vice president, you be president.
I don't think that would ever work.
Damn, man. Yeah, but that's a problem, man. That's a problem. So many homeless people it's sad. It's sad. It pisses me off. Sometimes I get mad when I walk in and we can't sit on the subway when I'm on my way to work because there's some dude sleeping right there.
Yeah. That's got to be annoying. That's happened since the whole 2 years ago. Greg Abbott sending migrants north.
I can only tell you that it's happening from the day I was born. That's it. From beyond there, I don't know. That's always been a New York thing.
But you think it's worse? On the train. But I remember growing up in New York City. I mean, I grew up on the East Side, Lower East Side. Man, it was a poor area. And I remember homeless people. I mean, my parents...
Remember what the trains looked like?
Yes, of course.
Graffiti.
Inside and out.
And out, yeah.
I remember every train car smelling like piss.
Oh, yeah. It's not like that now. Thank God. We're far from that.
Yeah.
We're far from that. If you get on the subways now, and now they're putting in new subways, the actual trains themselves, they have the one that's like, you know, those double buses that look like accordions?
Yes.
They have a subway, the entire one. There's no more doors.
It's all connected.
Straight through. And it has the accordions.
There's a country that I saw recently that has trains like that.
I think the A train has one right now in Queens.
And that's to stop the surfing?
I don't know what that's supposed to do.
Because a couple kids have died doing that.
I really don't. That's actually a good point. I don't know if that's what they were gearing for.
Like the accordion buses, all connected in one shot.
Right.
It's
straight through. And they actually have seats in those parts also.
Well, I'm assuming they're only connected like that while they're operating, because to maintain them, they'd have to be able to swap them out and separate them, yeah.
I would guess so.
Yeah. And you probably save money on cooling and heating the thing, because it's not one air conditioner on each car, one heater in each car. Right. They probably the middle car. I mean, I'm just kind of thinking what I would do. You put in the middle car, and the middle car sends the air conditioner and the heat through the whole thing, and now you're only running one of those instead of, if you have 11 cars, that's 11 air conditioners that can break, 11...
I haven't been on it yet, but a friend of mine just went on it recently. He was telling me that it's fucking dope. They got those. They got the A train also has another different one. It's not accordion, but it's much wider now. Now the aisle in the middle is huge. That you can literally fit more people. It's less seats.
Well, the seats only face out.
They're talking about pretty soon probably eliminating seats.
In Japan, I think there's no seats.
Right. And they have shovers. You ever seen that?
Yeah.
They shove you in. That wouldn't work. That would not work in New York City, bro. People would be getting shot. They would. People would flip out like, who you shoving?
Well, needless to say
who you fucking shoving?
Yeah, that's true.
Crazy.
That's
I know
true.
they shoving.
And there'd be the weirdos that like to be in the middle of all those people.
God.
Everybody's like in suits and ties going to work, and there's one random dude in just a pair of underwear.
Move your legs, sir. Get your legs out. Sorry.
Turbo. In the middle. Because he threw up on himself.
Oh, man, that is a story and a half, man. We'll talk about that another day. I don't want to start gagging.
Hey, Lois, little less yakety-yak, a little more cutting up my banana. What am I supposed to do, stick the whole thing in my mouth? I mean, oh, hello.
Pause. Speaking of that.
What's up?
What's going on with Diddy?
What's going on?
I don't think he's ever going to see the light of day.
Yeah.
He had birthday cake in prison.
Yeah. Did he? You saw that? Did he?
Yeah, he did. They shot a video because they're trying. His PR people are trying to soften his appearance before they pick a jury,
Right.
So there's videos of him. There's a video of him
reading the Bible.
Calling collect to his house, and his family singing happy birthday to him through the speakerphone.
Oh.
Yeah. The daughter's really cute too.
I feel bad for the little ones. Yeah.
I'm waiting for somebody to take that happy birthday song and like remix it and put like take that.
His sons.
I thought I told you that we won't stop.
His sons. Take that. But all them shade. That was crazy. But his sons are walking around thinking they're gangster now.
Well, I mean,
they recently the Ray J thing.
Yeah, and it's bad when Chris Brown has to break up your fight.
When Chris Brown is your
protector,
your reasonable.
Yeah, when he's the man of reason.
When he's the what they call it, the driver, the one that doesn't drink.
Designated driver.
When he's your designated
driver. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I heard they supposedly, I don't know how true it is, allegedly, he pulled out a gun.
See, I didn't hear that part. I heard that he got punched.
His son pulled out a gun or something like that, and there's video of it. I don't know how true that is. But, and Chris Brown broke it up. But one of his sons, I don't remember which one. Is there one named King?
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's him. He calls himself, I think he screamed out in a video, GDK.
And what's that?
Gangster Disciple Killers. It's a gang that's against the Gangster Disciple. Like, yeah, it's like It's a gang. It's a gang.
A gang against what?
A gang beefing with other gangs.
Oh, yeah, I got it.
So he's supposedly gangster now. Like he's in a gang, or is he in a gang, or he's just saying that? And it's crazy. Like you were born in a mansion into a mansion. At what point did you get affiliated?
Inducted?
Yeah. Like when did you get jumped in? When did you get? You know what I mean? Like that's crazy. Like you just calling out. I mean, that's real. That's a real life thing. Like, I'm pretty sure those real gangsters on the street are probably like, who the hell does this motherfucker think he is?
Well, that would be a bad idea in either direction.
Bad attention to themselves. Right now, with what their father's going through, they should be, you know what I mean? Quiet on the
like
low.
the rest of Hollywood.
Right. Like
super quiet.
Everyone quiet, except for Ray J.
Did you see Jennifer Lopez storming off? She was signing.
She was signing
autographs, and somebody asked,
"Yeah,
what do you think about the allegations?" And boom, she left.
Bro, a whole bunch of shit is bubbling up. Supposedly,
Anne H.
Yeah. With what's her name? The generous.
Ellen
DeGeneres, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, her ex, right?
Her ex, yeah.
Yeah, I remember that video.
Me
they
too.
Were bringing her in, she was
awake. She unzipped her own body bag. She's dead. She's like, no, I'm not.
No, I'm not. You are. Shut up.
You're gonna be.
If you shut the fuck up.
Well, she died.
Yeah, because she wouldn't shut the fuck up. But that's crazy, bro. That is crazy. That's like a lot of. I'm telling you, what if a whole bunch of people unalived that were unalived or passed have to.
It's all connected to.
Imagine he's a serial.
Imagine all the weird conspiracies that we made fun of Pizzagate, and that pizza was talking about kids, and imagine all. I mean, it's almost like all that stuff was true, and it's slowly coming out. It's like, wait a minute.
Yeah. Yep. A few people have been saying it from the beginning, man. Saying it out loud, and everybody thought they were crazy.
But I just haven't heard. I haven't heard Oprah talk or Jay-Z talk.
No, Jay-Z,
or
definitely.
Ashton Kutcher talking. I haven't. So you can hear a fucking fly fart.
Yeah.
Did you see SNL?
Which one?
The last one that just came out.
No, I don't think so.
The open was SNL apologizing to Trump.
We at SNL would like to say to Donald Trump, we have been with you all along.
We have never wavered in our support.
That's funny.
And the guy who one of the half of the was it Michael Colin Jost, one of the news guys.
Yeah.
He came out and he goes, sir, I just want to tell you that I voted for you, not Michael Che. And then they would go talk to somebody else and then come back to Colin and be like, C-H-E, Che.
I'm gonna watch it. I love watching, especially them when they do their thing. Oh, they're genius.
And the dude
they write each other's jokes.
Oh, but that's the end of the year, right?
Yeah,
that'll come up in like a month. Yeah, I love that shit. They're always racist.
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah.
Like, what is it? He said one time, Superman is going to be played by a black man. And it's still gonna be he's still gonna be called the Man of Steel, but Steel's gonna be spelled S-T-E-A-L.
S-T-E-A-L.
That's funny.
Oh, I think the other one was it was the same one. He's like another rumor is that the black person that's playing Superman is going to be abandoned by his parents and sent away. It's the same fucking story.
His kryptonite is on his day's work.
Oh, no.
That's fucked up.
The dude that plays Trump, the new guy, came out.
He's great.
You know, they made a new suit for him.
He has all the mannerisms, everything.
Everything, yeah.
Down.
He does that, but he has a new suit. Remember the poster where they made him look like Rambo?
Yeah.
He came out with jacked, Oh shit! I
But
told
he
you.
won,
I
man.
told you.
He won.
I told you.
Hey man, listen. We'll see. We'll see. That's all I can say is we'll see. But now I'm just upset that where are we gonna go? What school we're gonna send our kids where they get a free sex change now?
Oh, I don't know. I threw out the whole Rolodex.
Damn. Now we're gonna have this problem with a lot of birds because of the windmills. They're gonna be gone.
It's gonna be like Alfred Hitchcock around here with all the birds that don't get killed.
Damn.
What else?
What else did he run on? Let's see.
He's gonna drill, baby, drill. Hopefully they strike oil in my backyard. I'd be okay with that.
Maybe he's drilling and he falls in.
Aww.
All the way to China.
Listen,
China.
It's so like we already know what we're expecting. Maybe honestly, he's been real quiet.
Yeah, it's
He's
weird.
been real
I'm
quiet,
scared,
and it is
actually.
weird.
I'm
Yes.
Scared. I'm scared.
Yes. I mean, his first time around, he was just testing the waters. What can I do? What can I not do? So, I mean, will he be like president
I hope he does whatever he says he's gonna do, and hopefully whatever good he said, which I haven't heard anything, and it's 4 years.
It'll go quick, hopefully.
Hopefully, it'll be one of those things where you go, wow, in a blink of an eye, bro. You realize
hopefully in 20 years, we're not saying, remember when we thought in 4 years? And we all have like a picture of him in our house, like they used to have like in those dictators.
I would not have it, bro. I'd be living in the underground.
Yeah, okay.
I'd be one of those guys in the underground that doesn't.
You'd be like Edgar Friendly.
I'm the enemy because I like to think. I like to read. I'm into freedom of speech and freedom of choice. I'm the kind of guy who likes to sit in a greasy spoon and wonder, gee, should I have the T-bone steak or the jumbo rack of barbecue ribs with the side order of gravy fries?
Yes, like that. I'm going to live underground.
Eating rat burgers?
I'm going to come up just to rob people.
Or you would like graffiti shit?
Yeah.
So much of that movie has come true.
Okay, yeah.
So the other day I saw
thankfully not the
Taco Bell's every restaurant.
The shells for the toilet.
But the place where you're supposed to have the toilet paper, you got this little shelf with 3 seashells on it.
He doesn't know how to use the 3 seashells. I can see how that could be confusing.
How's he figure it out? Oh, he winds up cursing into the wall that's printing the violations out that he's gonna pay.
Thanks a lot, you shit brain.
For violations of the verbal morality statute.
So much for the seashells.
They got public restrooms now where you pay. You walk in, you use it, and then when you're done and you get out, it locks itself and it sprays down all the walls.
It washes everything.
And then it just drips dry and you come in again.
Wow. Are they everywhere?
No, I saw it on 23rd Street, I think it was. Yeah, 23rd Street, right down the side of the park there. And it costs like 50 cents to use? Something like that.
Huh, interesting.
Yeah.
And it's metal?
It has decals on it. They make it look pretty. It's not just like a steel structure, you know what I mean? You put ads on it. Type of thing.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't use it. In an emergency, of course.
If it washes itself.
I don't know. Still, bro. I don't know. I can't. I hate it. I hate using the one at work.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's clean. I don't know. I just don't know the people that are putting their asses on it.
I will shit anywhere, but I will shit anywhere. But I have a what do you call that? Like a routine.
A process. I have the process
yeah.
too. What's your process? My process, I take wet towels first.
Paper towels from the sink.
Yeah,
with soap on
right,
it.
Right.
And I'll clean even
the bowl
and
the
seat. Yeah.
Right, and then dry it.
Yeah.
Make sure it's nice and dry.
I don't want my dick to touch the rim. That dirty, nasty.
Right. That's my problem. That's my problem. Yep.
Yeah.
That your dick touches that dirty rim.
You know. He has an erection.
You ever have the problem of the toilets where the water's too high in the tub? In the toilet? Or when you go to wipe, you wet your hand. And you're like, ah!
Yes! What's wrong with you? What you screaming for? Every 5 minutes there's something, a bomb or something? I'm leaving.
You're like, no!
Oh, shit.
And then for the rest of the wipe, you're like,
Oh God! Why didn't anybody tell me?
all right, so look, he's our president.
Right,
period.
right.
What are we gonna do? Nothing. He's our guy.
What do we? Yeah, we can't do nothing.
He's our guy. What's the first thing you want him to do? What would make you if he ran again? Which he won't.
No. Let's phrase it some other way.
Okay.
We don't want to talk about shit like that. That's like talking about the apocalypse.
No, I'm saying what's a desire of yours that he actually does?
I think if you get arrested, if you're here illegally and you get arrested for any kind of law, even shoplifting, you should come to a country, you don't break laws. You should come to the country and try and get a job. I think anybody who gets arrested, get deported.
Get the fuck out of here.
If you don't have paperwork.
Yeah.
Get deported. Because
I agree with that.
You're out there. And yeah, I get it. There's some people that are just going through hard times. You know, they can't get jobs because of paperwork. So then why come here?
Right.
Right.
Well, a lot, like 48,000 people have gone back to Texas.
Yeah,
one-way tickets.
Right. You could have done that wherever you came from. And
Yeah.
that's what you're coming here to do. Because I know a lot of immigrants that came to this country, Salvadorians, Ecuadorian, Mexicans, that come to this country and work their asses off. They'll find work.
Yeah, but work like real
work. Real work
Yeah.
that nobody that wants to do work.
Right.
That kind of work.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So if you get caught breaking the law, goner, get them out of here.
I had a thought of, and I don't know, I talked to Sasha about it, and she doesn't think it's a good idea. But I'm trying to figure out why. What if a path to citizenship was serving in the military? Because they're having hard times, people signing up. Like these generation of kids, they don't want to go to the military.
No, eventually they're gonna want to have to do the.
You know, I grew up watching whatever G.I. Joe and like, pure propaganda shit.
Right.
And yeah, there was moments where you're like, okay, but I got talked out of it by my mom.
I almost did it too. I think we all thought about it at some point because it was.
But we grew up in a different era.
It was a different era where we were like the kids were more prouder and they had more. Now the internet and everything, kids are raised different. They're like, you know what I mean? They like their freedoms a lot more. We were like, we weren't letting go of much when we were going. You know what I mean? We had pride. I mean, not that the kids now aren't proud, but they're raised different. It's a different time. It's a different era.
Obviously, not everyone, because there are obviously hundreds of thousands of kids in the military.
Right. But I'm talking about the kids coming up now.
Yeah.
They're not going to want to do none of that.
Right. So what about a path to citizenship? Like you come to this country directly to boot camp. And if you pass boot camp and whatever, they do a citizenship test. Say the Pledge of Allegiance or all this bullshit like that they have to do anyway. And they pass, they get their citizenship.
I don't mind them
until they get arrested.
Yeah, right. No.
If they get arrested post military service
for a serious crime at that point, because you know everybody makes mistakes, but when you're here illegally, and you're not supposed to be here, because why call it illegal then? You know what I mean?
Right.
They're obviously already breaking some law now. Illegal aliens, but we're accepting them, and I don't know. I don't get it. Especially the ones that are coming here to commit crimes. Times Square is changed. It's looking back like the '80s. So.
No kidding.
Yeah, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. You walk through there, all you see is, and it's not just Venezuelans that because the news was like the Venezuelan gangs, but there's Africans. There's different types of immigrants coming in, man. They're all over Times Square. You see them outside of almost every hotel. Top of the line hotel has become a shelter. The Marriott Marquis, shelter.
The whole thing?
Bro, practically. They had to close the freaking elevators one time, I heard, because they had piss in the elevators and stuff. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah, the Row Hotel, that's a shelter. What was the big one that was on... They're all shelters now. Everything's a shelter now because the city is paying, I don't know if it's the city or the state, but they're paying tons of money to these hotels to house them. So why wait to see if people are going to come visit and stay when they got steady money coming in? It's like running an apartment building now.
But then you still have housekeeping come in?
Yes, and they still all work. Yes. And they clean their rooms and everything. Yes, that's what I'm saying. They don't have to do shit, bro. They clean their rooms, all that.
Wow.
How crazy is that?
Well, you wonder why he got...
We got homeless people, veterans, like we said earlier, in the street. That's crazy. And I don't like Biden. I didn't like Biden. I think he was too old. He needed to go. But I can't just blame him.
No, I mean, he got handed...
I blame every president before him.
Before him, correct. I was going to say, he got handed a mess from the guy before and that guy from the guy before.
Right. Because we've always had homeless people. Why? Especially veterans, people who have fought for this country.
Yeah. I mean, the major problem with the common person, the person that only watches news for a half hour in the night and is not like a media consumer like we are. For them, they only see what they're told. Unless they live here in New York State, So they don't want that to come to their town.
Right.
So they're going to vote for whoever says is not going to let that happen. Unfortunately, the guy who won is smart enough to know what to say.
Yep. Listen, man, he knew. He said it, bro. He said it. He would run on the Republican ticket. So he kind of...
What's crazy is how all the Democrats are blame throwing. We didn't win because we lost the black vote. We didn't win because we lost Hispanics. We didn't win because they're like blaming everybody else. You didn't win because you didn't communicate properly to the people that want to vote for change.
It was too late in the game for it just seemed. But I think what soured everybody was that it was pretty obvious that Joe Biden was already
Weekend at Bernie's.
And they've been, Weekend at Bernie's, and they were doing the motions for him and stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
and then all the channels, like all the major channels covering up for him. He's as sharp as, behind closed doors, he's as sharp as a tack.
Yeah, that's I think that's what soured everybody. When they finally switched, it was a desperate switch. It
was a desperate switch,
You know what I mean? It was a desperate, we got to do something quick, and they had to, hey, Joe,
but had they kept
Joe, wake up, Joe.
Yeah.
we're doing this.
No, come on. No, I'm serious here. Come on. Look, Jack. Fuck, dude. It was...
But I think that's what happened.
I almost feel like we should have just let him win on 2020. Would have been done with him.
Yeah, we would have been done with him, right? Yeah.
Just let him win.
They fucked up. They fucked up with that Joe Biden shit. That's what soured everybody. So now we got 4 years of Trump, bro. I listen.
You think January 6th is gonna happen again?
No. Why? Why would it? Why would it? They won. Why would it?
January's far from here, bro. And if somehow
he goes to jail
for state charges,
I don't think,
because all the federal ones, obviously he can wave a hand, but he can't wave that hand till January.
Didn't they say something like he'll probably serve the time after his presidency or something like that? No, I don't know. He's gonna find a way to be part of it, but there's no way he's gonna do time. There's no way. He's got too many people following him right now, bro, or helping him, and I don't know, bro. It's scary. It's scary times, bro, because his ideologies and like the way he is dangerous, man. It's very dangerous.
He's like the penguin.
Yeah.
He could talk his way out of everything.
He's the pumpkin.
The
Yeah, guys are great. The pumpkin.
America spoken.
See what happens. Well, like I said, yeah, I think that would be my thing. My thing would be the immigrant situation has to get under control. I don't know if it's shutting down the border. I'm talking about already here. If they're here, I'm more concerned about the ones that are already here. Yes, we got to seal that border, but at the same time, there's people already here that are committing crimes, that are dangerous. And if they get caught and they're here illegally, that's it. You can't come back. Make them, if they did something really bad, make them do their time, their hard time in America. And once they're done, whoop, right back. Pa'l carajo. For those of you who don't speak Spanish, that's to the resorts over in whatever country they came.
I had a friend of mine that said something that made sense too. Is why not invest in Latin American countries, Mexico, Salvador, Costa Rica, Nicaragua, like open up factories and create a job market all down Latin America with American companies. That way, all these people that are coming up north can find jobs as they come, and it thins out the crowd by the time.
And they profit.
Right, and everybody wins.
Yeah, I don't think that would be that. You would make those countries
better,
more powerful. Yeah, and that America, any country, you don't want to make it too good. You know what I mean?
Right, but it's Latin America. Like I don't think we would be worried about the a war with Nicaragua. I mean, Nicaragua is like the size of New Jersey. You know what I'm saying? Like that. I don't think. I mean, I guess it depends if they have backing like Cuba. Cuba's tiny, but the Soviet Union was backing them up, and that's why we freaked out during the missile crisis, because they had a fucking base. They wanted to put missiles 90 miles from Florida.
That's it. Wow.
So hopefully these 4 years go fast.
Yeah, we'll see, man. But I'm bummed out, bro, because I really did. I mean, I don't know what I didn't know what to think, because then we had on the other hand we had Kamala Harris, who, yes, she was a prosecutor. I saw some of her a documentary with some of her, pretty impressive, but it's the second time she loses, so enough. You know what I mean? Now it's time to look for the next.
Somebody new.
Yeah, somebody new, like Michelle Obama.
Yeah, okay. No, if I had to guess, and I'll put this on record, it'll be Tim Walz.
I don't know.
This is a guy that won over a red state twice. Yeah. And everybody likes him, but we just didn't have a lot of time with him. Everybody loved him so much that the whole DNC kind of put a kibosh on him doing interviews, because he was getting more playtime than Kamala because he's so genuine. And he uses common sense, and people like that. Like, who doesn't want paid family leave? Who doesn't want to make sure that their Social Security that they put into is theirs when they get old?
I don't want that shit.
Yeah, okay. Everybody wants that shit. If he runs as a populist, if he's around, I think he's gonna run. And then the Republicans have to run somebody that's not so fucking bananas, like so cartoonish.
Right.
Somebody less cartoonish.
Yeah, I want to go back. Yo, you know who I respect now in retrospect? You look back now. George Bush Jr. I respect him because he was the last Republican to, like, you look at, and now he's friends with the Obamas. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I remember gaining respect for him for the speech on 9/11, for when he came down to the ground zero and spoke. That made me, like, kind of like the way he spoke. But
Rudy Giuliani spoke really well on 9/11.
Giuliani
and
too,
what happened with him?
What happened with him, man?
Right.
He was America's mayor. I remember that label.
He lost his mind.
He cleaned up.
He didn't clean up. He did what other people didn't have the balls to do.
Right. He took on the mob.
Yeah. He did the random searches, right? What do they call that?
Yeah, the
scratch and sniff?
Stop and frisk. Yeah, but they took that off again.
But it worked.
It did work, but...
Yeah, they were abusing that because it's people.
Innocent people that didn't have guns. There were more innocent people hurt than they got guns from. And it was because they were looking at us, the Latinos and the blacks, stopping us for no reason. I went through it a lot, so now I watch too many First Amendment audit videos to no cop fucking with me, bro.
You're like a certified lawyer?
Let me get your ID. What's your rash? Your reasonable, articulable suspicion. You need to have that. You don't have to produce ID unless I'm being arrested. Thank you. Where are you going? I plead the fifth. I ain't talking.
Is this not a free country where I can go about my business?
What is this, Nazi Germany?
Okay, okay.
You're going to ask me for my papers at random?
You sound like every video.
I'm waiting, bro.
Until they bop you over the head for resisting.
Oh my God. That nigga was on PCP, Johnson. I had to use necessary force. You saw him. No paperwork. Just sprinkle some crack on him. Let's get out of here.
And then I'm like, ka-ching. Every time that's the sound you're going to hear. Ka-ching, ka-ching. That's the way to get paid.
But George W. Bush. So not George W. Bush Jr. Is that W? Yeah, that's W.
George W. Bush.
But he's also the one that suspended habeas corpus for people being suspected of being terrorists, and so you got arrested and they didn't have to take you to court, indefinitely arrested, if they just suspected you of. For his reason, we gotta have now being monitored. Like all our information is everywhere, But I guess again, I must repeat this at least once an episode. I don't know what it takes to manage 360 million people. I've never done that. Maybe that's what you have to do, is intrude on privacies and be a little rough around the edges.
Doesn't make it right.
No, I'm not saying it's right, but I'm saying I don't know. Right? Because animals don't like to be controlled, and we're way smarter than them. So we can figure out how to hurt people without using claws and teeth. That's the problem with us. So everybody tries to walk that fine line between everything, and shit ain't easy.
Shit is not easy, bro. Especially when it don't come out easy.
Bill Burr.
I love that guy.
He was the guest on SNL last night.
I love that guy.
Yeah.
Man. That guy.
His acting is non-existent, but he's very funny.
Right. When he does his stand-up?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. You ever seen his Harlem bit when he had to go to Harlem to meet a black chick?
No.
Basically, a white dude feels comfortable up to about like 98th, 99th Street. You know what I'm saying? The second the streets start getting into like triple digits, like 100, 101st Street, start getting like a little asthma. I'm like, fuck, it's starting to get a little high up here.
He did his monologue was very funny, and it was raw. It was like old school.
Yeah, he's like that.
Yeah,
he's like that. He's one of those comedians like Dave Chappelle, who can say certain things.
Yeah,
they won't get in trouble.
Yeah,
they know how to
say it,
how to work the system.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. But I think that hopefully that kind of comedy comes back.
Well, I've been listening to him forever. He's never changed.
Yeah,
There's a few comedians like him. You know what I mean?
But I mean that goes more mainstream. That is okay to play, and you're not offending, 300 fucking different people because it's a fucking it's like my friend Brian Scalaro. He's very like that.
You can make fun of fat people all you want. Every group has rights, but fat people. There's no fat rights. There's no leader. There's no Martin Luther Burger King Jr. to defend us, There's no LGBT community.
Oh, God. Don't be so depressed. It's going to be okay.
Yeah, man. It's Trump, man. I can't stand the dude. I can't, bro. I cannot, bro. There's physical pictures of this guy on the internet with minor females Like they look weird, like him and Epstein. But that's disgusting. That alone, bro. That's the fact that he said. I heard him out of his own mouth say, "Yeah, you know what? I don't know that guy very well. I seen him at several parties and stuff like that, but I didn't know him very well."
When he's literally joking around with him, and
there's pictures of him and this guy together, like, and then Epstein supposedly did an interview where he says him and Trump
on
are
audio
best friends. Yeah,
on audio. Yeah, I think is
best
what he
friend.
said. So, and that he plays people against themselves. You should watch the movie The Apprentice. It's basically his story about meeting Roy Cohn and how.
Who played him?
Winter Soldier.
Who's that?
Yeah, he plays him phenomenal. Okay. Anyway, Sebastian Stan plays Trump, and the guy who played the older brother Kendall in Succession plays Roy Cohn. And how they play the movie out is basically, you know how
his brother, Roy's brother Marty, is not there?
Marty Cohn?
Yeah.
No.
Marty Cohn?
Oh my God! Matter of fact, he is.
I like that. I got you to say it, and you still didn't get it.
Yeah,
Cohn?
Yeah.
I love
it. Michael Hunt.
And it's on video.
Michael Hunt.
Mike Hunt. He's here.
So Roy Cohn plays his lawyer that he winds up almost like looking to as like his father.
Yeah, I already saw a documentary about this whole situation. I guess the movie's going to be the same.
The movie is the same.
And he's the one that taught him.
Deny, attack, deny.
People tell you did it, you lie and lie till they believe it.
Until they believe it.
That's it. That's crazy.
Yeah. He was one of the most powerful lawyers in New York, and he had it hidden that he was gay, because back then that was not okay.
Right.
But it's obvious in the movie. I mean, Trump literally walks in on him. Wow. Like at his house, and he like runs out. But even in the beginning, like I think they play it like he was.
Where Trump says, "I think you need a massage."
No, but they played in the beginning where he leans into him and like he like puts his hand on his leg, and he compliment like almost like trying to see if Trump would bite.
Yeah.
You know. But they show who played Ivana is
Ivana Trump.
Ivana Trump was the girl who played with Borat in the second movie.
From them. What can I do to make a man like me? You need a total makeover, okay? From face to hair to clothes to personality to gestures and to what you're doing. Yes. Are you ready for a makeover? Yes.
Well, what's special about that is that the lady was not an actor. Like the guy who plays Borat hired her off the street.
Oh, and now she's in another.
And now she's in tons of movies now. Yeah, that's super
I've heard
cool.
a lot of stories like that. I heard that little kid from that played Calogero in The Bronx Tale. With the small one. It was the same thing. They picked him out of the neighborhood.
Oh, no kidding.
Let's see what happens, man. Oh well, it's done, right? We can't go back.
Hell's no. I mean, we can do a January 6th.
Nah, fuck all that bullshit.
But our January 6th would be like, we'd have like barbecue.
That's never.
We'd be handing out flowers.
That's never gonna happen again because now
they're gonna park tanks. Yeah, they're gonna park tanks. Yeah.
It's gonna be crazy. Just like these people who were saying, "Oh, if he loses, we're gonna have like a rebellion, or we're gonna have a civil war, or we're gonna uprise." I say, first of all, you're gonna be fighting the military.
Right.
I don't care how many guns you have at home right now, you ain't fucking with the military.
Right.
They be like, "Oh, but we did it before." I said, against muskets. Wait, get the fuck out of here, bro. Our military, they don't even have to show up. They send the drone into your house.
It's like
and fly away.
It was like a Thursday night at Diddy's house.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is. That's where you got it from, the idea.
It's musket time.
I would have stuffed your musket.
Oh, dude, I had fun today.
Me too.
It was cool, man. Hey,
Fuck Trump.
Yeah, yo, chill. He's your president.
He's not the president yet.
He is.
Not yet,
He's
not
the
yet.
president-elect.
Sleepy Joe is.
He's not even the president. He's not. Weekend at Joe's.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Hey, guys, again, like, subscribe.
All that good stuff.
Subscribe, yeah. Like, subscribe, share. And we had fun. I hope you had fun,
like,
too.
subscribe, and share again.
Right. Share twice, like twice, subscribe once.
Yeah. If you'll unsubscribe. Let's do it 3 times if you want.
Right. Folks, I'm Omar Diaz.
I'm Manny Cologne.
And this is Too Broke
to Joke.
Peace.
Yo, gather round, folks. It's the tale of 2 dudes, middle-aged and broke. There ain't no financial roots to try to stack the paper, but it all fell through. And now they're podcasting like just to share their blues. Means man and no, kings of being broke. The wildest scream help.
Yo, it ain't no joke,
but they don't let despair be the punchline they evoke. They're too broke to joke. Is the funny antidote? O's got bills, mortgage O's so large. Man's got loans like a credit charge. They're in middle-aged, living life at large, but their bank accounts are like
we're living a mirage.
They dream of yachts and private jets,
but their reality's more like garage sale tax.
They can't afford steak, ramen noodles, and prayers. Two middle-aged dudes, but they're human everywhere.
The kings of puns
and the lords of chess.
They make you laugh so hard
you forget the rest.
From empty pockets
to credit card debt's a mess. They're too broke to joke, come check the best.
Too broke to joke, that's the life we chose. From the barrio to the barrel, yeah, everybody knows. We may be broke, but we're laughing through the pain, turning every struggle into podcast and fame.
Too broke to joke, that's the life we chose. From the barrio to the barrel, yeah, everybody knows. We may be broke, but we're laughing through the pain, turning every struggle into podcast and fame. Oh, now yours is even there.
Yeah. It does look nice. It's a high five. High five.
We gotta learn how to do it like, yo, nigga,
pap.
A few moments later.
Do it. No, okay, not too far. Yeah, no, a little more for you.
A few minutes later.
No, a little more.
No, because that's right.
Yeah, but you gotta straighten your hand more. So that all the fingers stay. That's it. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh, shit.